The goal of every animal shelter is to always provide animals with a safe and secure environment until they can get back on their paws. Still, animals can find themselves in pretty precarious scenarios when they're anxious and placed in unfamiliar environments. That's exactly what happened to one dog named Pumpkin. Pumpkin was taken in by the Hawkins County Humane Society in Rogersville, Tennessee. Then, one afternoon, didn't respond to a call for treats. When concerned workers set off to find her, they were horrified to discover that she had wedged herself underneath one of the sheds out back. But that wasn't all. One of the reasons why Pumpkin had a difficult time squeezing out of her predicament was because she was pregnant. Caretaker Kennedy Marduk said in an interview, "I walk out and her pregnant self is wedged underneath the shed and is struggling to get out but just can't." It was heartbreaking, and rescuers knew they had to save her sooner than later. But what could they do? Poor Pumpkin was terrified. She was struggling to break free, but she had dug too deep underneath the cement-floored shed, and her bottom half was completely stuck in the mulch below the shed. Kennedy and other caretakers tried to gently pull Pumpkin out from under the shed, but because of her pregnant belly, she wouldn't budge. That's when they asked the shelter's maintenance worker, Joey Arnold, for help. Joey slowly approached Pumpkin and placed his hand on her head. He needed her to understand he was there to help. He had to gain her trust before he could do anything else, after all. Luckily, Pumpkin seemed to welcome his attention. Joey assessed the dangerous predicament and he knew exactly what to do. He rushed back to his workshop and returned with the exact tool he would need to get Pumpkin out of this terrifying ordeal, a vehicle jack. Joey wedged the vehicle jack as far as he could underneath the shed. It was just as if he was trying to change a tire on a car. The shed was too heavy to move using only human strength, but the jack might just do the trick. Crank after crank, Joey slowly began making progress. After several minutes of work, he noticed the shed finally begin to lift. Suddenly, Pumpkin began to wriggle around. Joey was making headway, but would it be enough to free the stranded pregnant pooch? It's a good thing the shelter workers called Joey, because he was the one who had this genius idea. Who knows what would have happened otherwise?